All right, YouTube, this is your big homie Khalid Shadid back at you again. I want to say God is good to my Christian people. Assalamu alaikum to my Muslim brothers and sisters, and peace to the guys in the earth. I have a blog, Black Man's Guide to Life, and I write under notes to my son. And as you can see, I got a special guest, my son Najee. And yes, sir, and we want to talk about the article I wrote, When I'm With You 3, and there's a link in the comment section. And please like, comment, subscribe to this video. Now, as I said, I got my special guest, my son Najee, and we want to talk about some of the things we discussed in the article about fatherhood. So, Najee, I want to ask you, son, how did it feel when you first knew you were becoming a father?
Naturally, the young man in me wanted to stay free, so to say. But I was actually a person who had a lot of alone days growing up. You know, I had people around me, but I always felt alone. I had a lot of love and friends and stuff, but like no one really knew my story and my history. I moved around a lot, I had a lot of different situations growing up. I don't have to get into it, but I wasn't one to cry and pout or go around telling everybody. I smiled a lot and I showed a lot of love to disguise those pains that I would feel. You know, so by that being that way, I wanted to have a lot of children, you know, that would love me unconditionally, no matter what I went through, and to have that family that I've always yearned for. So, you know, it's just kind of bittersweet, but overall, like, it had to happen eventually, and it's happened, you know, so it's like, man up, accept it, you know, do what you gotta do. At that time, you know, you feel like you're gonna be with that person forever and all that, so I feel like it was right, and like I say, I tried, we both tried, you know. The mother of my first two children, we aren't together anymore, but, you know, we grow apart, man, and big ups to her, you know, make sure you have the best of luck in life, but people grow apart, you know, you grow up, period. And having kids, a lot of time, it rushes that. Everybody don't move at the same pace, but like I say, it all worked out, man. I had a beautiful baby, and baby boy, you know, I was very excited about that. I had his little sister, and very excited about that when we split. You know, then I had Nala, and that's my baby, man, and she's in there right now. She keep ready in and out.
She got a same mother, different mother?
Different mother.
Okay.
But yeah, I love her, man, and of course, Ashanae. That's the one I'm gonna be with forever, man. It's a different phase of life and a different man with each woman. You know, even though the same man, I was a different man. I learned a lot, and they helped me be a better person and raise my kids and develop a sense of life in reality. You know, you got the dream life, the life you want to live, and you know how they paint it for you. But we all got our own sense based on what we've been through and the things we had to overcome and endure in life. And hopefully you learn from it in the best way possible and you pass it on to how you treat others and how you love your children, how you raise your children.
So I want to ask you, man, how your life changed and what ways that your life changed since you become a father and fatherhood is your focus?
Well, like I say, a lot of people don't look at it like that, but you look at it like, man, it's a sacrifice. You know, and all the nice clubbing and the extra money you had to go here and go there.
Yes, sir.
It was kind of tight, you know what I'm saying? So like, a lot of that changed, the social life changed, then it's the thing that's important to you, the people that's important to you. So those friends that you go out with and act a fool with and turn stuff with, you realize those things lead you in jail and you trying to go home to your kids every night. Those things can kill you. You trying to make it home every night. You get tired of fighting that fight or having just stay at home. And that's what gets rid of that social life. You hang around people with children because they understand. You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
Those getting mad and just quitting the job and going to the next job or looking for one later, that's how it is. Y'all in grind mode and things not okay, you stress. When we're kids and we're, you know what I'm saying, young and have an adolescent mind state, we tend to be too free. You know what I'm saying? Too careless sometimes. Children will change that. If you love them, you know, they'll change that because, you know. So, like I say, man, just like being patient, bro, and patience. I can't stress that enough. You hear me say that a lot. Patience. It's my fault. You know, I get real firsthand. I had to learn a lot of patience, man, but it's no problem because I love my baby.
Yeah.
Give all my time in the world to him, like every second. I'm with him. I love him. We laugh all the time. It's just, and it's a balance. I've had to learn a lot about balance. You know, you gotta know when to play and when to be serious. You know, when to love them and when to discipline them. You know, just everything. It's life, period. But I learned it a lot more firsthand than with my children. You know,
I was thinking about, go back to something you were saying earlier about the job situation. You know, I had just one job for 20 years.
Yeah, man.
You grew up,
man.
Yeah, you grew up. I was on that job.
I was that job at board. It was part
of
raising me, man, and I got much respect, man. It's hard to find that period with any situation, 20 years, anything, man. But this man went through a lot working on those jobs, man. As a kid, you don't understand what your parents going through, why they coming home frustrated and this, and man, they make big sacrifices. And you gotta appreciate them, man. You learn to appreciate them, especially when you have your own children, man. And you have those days like that. And it's like you look back and you go from almost kind of like victim to suspect, you know, because you're like, dang, why mama coming home mad at us? When you do that, but now you understand. You know what I'm saying? It probably wasn't right then, and it's not right when we do it to your children, but again, you understand. None of us are perfect. But we have the right to and the choices and the ability to change our minds, change how we handle things. And it starts with acknowledging, accepting, and admitting, you know, and working on a problem. You know what I'm saying? That's how we fix them. That's how we better our these curses that we have in our families that don't tend to be broken when they should be. There's a lot of ways we feel like are right and they're wrong. You know, and you have to be open-minded again, like I say. And be able to understand your children. They want to be understood too. Just because you're grown, you pay out of bed and blah, blah, blah. That don't mean you know everything. That child has his own sense of feeling, and these children are going to grow up to be adults. God willing, you know, especially these days. But it all starts raising the child right. And, you know, just.
But I want to say, man, first of all, I want to say, man, one, I appreciate your understanding. And second of all, I want to say, man, I apologize. Them days I did come home fussing and cussing and raising hell. Cause I got baptized by fire. I had to walk through fire to stay on that job 20 years, man. But it was important. It was a good paying job with good benefits, union protection, and you know, you work a lot of overtime, man, and that overtime money help get a lot of things done, man. And you do get tired, you do get frustrated, you do get tired of taking crap off of people, man, but it was important for me to be a good provider for my children, make sure they had everything they needed and some of what they wanted. So, man, yeah, I apologize. Some days I come home cussing and complaining, man, but yeah, it was, I had to get it out. But hey, you get up in the morning, you wash up, man, you say a prayer if you have to, man. Yeah, go out again, remember. I want to ask you, man, talking about that segue right into my next question, man, is like, what are some of the challenges, man, of being a father, like baby mama drama, you experiencing that, child support, just anything, man, you know, like I say, that working long hours, sacrificing, what's some of the challenges, bro?
Baby mama drama.
Okay. Hey,
y'all see how I got a second baby mama?
We on YouTube, so.
Yeah, man. No disrespect to the women, to the ladies. At all.
Yes, sir.
I'm still here, y'all.
Take your time, take your time. Hey, like the Christians say, let him use you.
The problem, I'm going to say this. The problem with having children young is you're still a child. 18 doesn't make you grown, it doesn't bless you with all the mental knowledge and everything that you need to know, especially to raise another human. With another human. You know, so y'all have both of y'all things which may not be perfectly aligned. But we're so quick to have, we just lay up and have casual, and we have a baby out of it. Y'all might not even be perfectly aligned, much less when it comes to raising another party, another third party. who may, even if y'all are, they might not feel that way when they're older, you know. But y'all bump heads and y'all childish ways and we throw the children in the middle of it. I can do this and I can do that with you and go about my business. You gonna hurt the children more than anything. It's when the children get involved and, you know, when you're older, you're at this point now, like I am, and realize how much stuff is wrong to the children, man. That stuff you can't, it'll haunt you forever. Man, because the kids deserve nothing ill, like at all. They're the most defensive thing left on this earth. They totally rely on us completely, and they don't ask to be here. They're not animals in the woods, they're precious babies. And even those animals in the woods are precious babies to some other animal in the woods. So, I'm just saying, let's stop putting these children in the middle of our problems. Stop being a child trying to raise a child. Grow up first. Learn yourself. Learn what ticks you off. Learn the person that you're dealing with. From, man, oh, you gotta check cabinets, mental health, the history of whatever. Just make sure everything checks out. Anything that you wouldn't like or wouldn't appreciate or feel like is safe around your child, don't open up the window for it to even come in your space. Know a person. That's why dating and courting is perfectly fine. It's not wrong to take a year or something to get to know somebody. People are already married and having kids and everything in a year. You can't know. That's not enough time to even go through life. Enough of this woman over here went through everything with me. We've been together almost 5 years. I took my time to know this woman, to learn her. No, we weren't just alike. Patience. Caring enough about her and not just myself to realize that, okay, I might be hurting her. Maybe I see where she don't like this and why. Let me change. But before we bring kids in, that's why I feel like God blessed us. It's just a matter of time. Lessons, I believe in lessons in everything and valuing those lessons and learning from them and carrying them forward. And I feel like that's why everything happened the way it happened. I'm so grateful. I'm so happy. But this is baby mama drama. Cut it out. Fellas, stay player, man. Ain't worth it. We lose at the end of the day, anyway. Just for the fellas. We lose, man. These disrespecting our women without these women. And without the men working with the women, the women working with the men, we can't have these children. We don't have children. We don't have nobody. We have nothing. Just a matter of time before we gone. Don't fall into the plan, man. Stop letting these simple situations, this material stuff, or the next person got this, or we arguing over this. Realize, bro, we all set to lose, and if we're going to choose to be together, knowing this one, we got to understand and work together.
Yes, sir.
We can't get mad at something we knew was in place before we even started this. It's stupid. So we really love somebody, love for the right reason, man, before you get to having these babies, you know, and
And when the babies get here, put the babies first. Yes, sir.
Another part of that.
Okay, you got some more?
We have threw out a couple things. That baby mama just stuck out.
Okay. I said something about the sacrificing, the providing.
Oh, yeah.
Child support.
Child support. That kind of go into the fellas, if you don't do for your children and you just dead silent, you deserve to be on child support. A lot of women tend to put men on child support. Again, not at the women, but you know how it goes. It's the pettiness and the bitterness, the childishness. You know.
Or using it as a weapon.
Yeah, exactly.
As opposed to benefit the child.
Thank you. And then if you is going to do that, still let that man see his children how often, because you like me, like whatever, take everything and all the kids do. I'm not for the switch, I'm not for to take you to court just so we can see each other and argue and make me look bad in front of you people. None of that. I'll make a way, you know. And it's just like my pops, he always let, I let him know everything. He understands the situation if it is what it is. But the child support ain't no good. One thing about it, if he loves his children, say once he do get mine, he can't pay. He gonna get locked up, man. Who gonna hurt? He might be running to jail. His children don't know that. His children can't get out there. His children can't hug him. You know the relationship you're breaking up and you're doing it all because you're being selfish and hurting. Let it go. So everyone, life goes on. The best control is self-control. Not another person. Let it go. Stop holding on to stuff that don't want to be held. It can't be held. Yeah, you know. Work yourself out. Like child support, you know, some bum back in the rub, but you know, we find a way. But like I said, the people just do it out of spite and stop. Lose your money some other way. Your kids gonna be alright if your daddy good. Like I said, if you're not no good, do what you gotta do. I'm trying to sacrifice. How about sacrifice? You know, there's a lot of ways, you know, stuff like that you gotta sacrifice and decisions. Luckily, I've been having the same set of friends, man, 20 plus years. Shout out to my boys. But they all understand. Again, you gotta be perfect father. Gotta probably do what they do, probably just work all day long. They're the best fathers they can be, and I love them for it. I respect them for it. They kid, my kid, they kid, they know nothing. We don't see each other like we used to. Some of us do, some of us don't. We understand that.
Yes, sir. Priorities change.
That's it. Because we all on the same mission as to raise these children. Ain't no problem, but when we do it, everything is everything.
Sorry, man.
Yeah. But we've been probably 20 years, you know, so we all got women. We need to get away, but we can't have as much as we used to. You know, so it's like sacrifices like that. Like I say, impulsive decisions that we usually could make. You know what I'm saying? Or just, whether it's something I had an angle, just buying a new pair of shoes, just that's your paycheck.
Yeah.
I'm trying, you got to think about that. You know, just so it's a lot, but it's all worth it. It's because the babies are priceless, man. It's those the moments when you have nothing to nobody, and they can just come around the corner, man, and bring your whole day up. You can't put a price tag on that, man. Nothing more valuable than that. And you realize that for these people, man, who skipping out on your baby's lives, man, dropping them off to the green area. I don't do the club no way. So it's like, it's nothing for me to sit at home. They want to go pop on there, pop on there, want to go over there. I keep my baby on. I love them. Every second of, you know what I'm saying, the time I get with them. It's like, man, if I hate these babies, man, they love you better than anything on this earth. Nothing like it, man. It's like letting the love of God. They're honest, they're sweet, they're just. So, you know, I always know no matter what comes with it, it's all worth it, man.
Now my next question, I'm your pops, but I kind of want to know what you got to say about this. What I'm sure the audience do is, what did you learn from your father, man? Directly, indirectly, by word, by action. What would you say you learned, if anything? How do you say you learned?
All right, look. I'm gonna say as a child, man. Well, you always told me, I'm sure everybody up there has told you. Like, it's gonna go one, you go right after, and it did. But a small part of it always get locked in back here somewhere, man. I appreciate it.
All right.
And that's because there's a difference between when you're actually learning, when you're supposed to be learning, and when you're being told, and when you actually learn. And learn what it's useful and what it means, and what y'all was saying, man, and what y'all trying to keep us protected from. But, it's a lot of things, man, that stuck with me. All right, well, let's go back. First of all, like I said, 20 years, man, just the love and discipline. This man is disciplined out of his mind. And I mean that. I can say that, and I vouch for that. You budget, man, you're responsible. Those are things I aspire to be. I'm a little more free, man, but those are the things a person like me, I won't say jealous. I wish I could. I wish I possessed more of those things, man, in me. But that's my brother. That's my big brother. He got all that. But man, just the dedication, the discipline, the being a man of your word. You know what I'm saying? Going to work every day, just 20 plus years, man. Always making a way, even when there was no way. It taught me, man, that as far as my kids go, parents always aren't like know it all and grow. Now we feel like that as a child, man, but just in the reality, our parents are growing up with us, man. We got
remember,
like,
you right, used to laugh every time I say, me and you grew up together. Yeah, we literally grew up together. I was learning while I was trying to teach you.
Trying to teach you.
Really, for real.
But you did it, you made it look good. Well, you got one little answer for every question. So like, every move, man. So I appreciate that, man. You know, I watched a lot of my friends who didn't have fathers and where they ended up, man, how they acted or just how they responded to watching me and you, man, and I appreciate it. You know, and I learned a lot from that and what it meant. And to be grateful for my father. I was down on not having a mother. We in reality, looking back at hindsight now, present day, I didn't need that. You know what I'm saying? Because it's still that way today. You know what I'm saying? That's why you have to let go sometimes, like I referred to earlier. But I realized, man, my father was all I needed, and the father could really impact a man all around, man, and they do exist. You know what I'm saying? Like every day people say, yeah, Santa Claus. Look, it's like, man, don't sleep on it. Don't doubt everybody, man. You taught me that it's powerful, man. All that men can't be a full-time father. Bullcrap. I got one. And it taught me to be a better man to my children. It was like, he started with 0 and went up and was a better man than his father. I'm trying to even further that. You know what I'm saying? Starting from where he left off, you know what I'm saying? And my children love me, man. Like I tweak certain things and try to be even better, which is what he would want. You know, we all want our children to be better than us, man. That's for sure. And this life period, man, life lessons, and dealing with people, women, how to carry certain situations, handle certain situations, and it's working. And being dedicated. It's a lot, man. I can't get too specific with we kind of raw, man. That's straight to the point, man. That's another thing I appreciate. Y'all always keep it funny with me. Like, no baby talk, none of that. Like we wrong, man. Like,
I wasn't trying to raise children. People like to say I was trying to raise a boy to be a man, and that don't happen overnight. You got to start them out showing them manly things. You give them something manly, you talk to them in a manly way, and you give them manly things they can handle, and you graduate to the more harder things, the more crucial things. But yeah, I didn't believe in the baby talk and baby steps. I try to believe in teaching you to be a man, bro, because that's what we need out here, man. We need real, stand up, respectable, honorable men in our community. And I want to say, man, thank you for shouting out as a father, and that's really the purpose of the platform, man, so that there's real black men out here, the real fathers, real men, all that stuff you see on Power, and that show's entertaining, and Snowfall, and yeah, I watch it and it's entertaining, but that whole gangster stuff, man, and we encouraging our children to do wrong like in Power, and we black men ain't good fathers, man. We always walking out on our families and walking out on our children, man. Hey, man, there's some fathers out here, man. I raised this boy on my own. You know, his mother couldn't do her job, and I'm not gonna go into detail and talk about her life. But when his grandmother called me and said, "I need you to come get your son," I got my son that evening, and I ain't never looked back. He's been my responsibility. Yeah, it's cool when you're in the house with the mom, you have some help. Then when you get them on no workout, and you the weekend dad, so you fun dad, that's another aspect, man. But when I came a full-time father, single father, and hey, the game changed. The game went up a notch, man. And hey, it was important that I produced a man you see before me, man. Somebody that, that handled his business, and as a man that handled his business with the children. Najee is the kind of man, you his friend, you got a friend. Najee, when he say ride or die, this is his definition. Najee is true to his friend, he's loyal, and he extends that to his lady, Miss Ashnay, and he extends that to his children. Najee's just that kind of guy, and I'm happy to be a part of that. And I had an influence on that. And Najee was always really sharp and intelligent for whatever age he was in. He was always advanced. He was always ahead of the game. And that's how I talked to him. I would have been holding him back, talking to him with some Dr. Seuss meds. Hey, you know, but yeah, I I don't want to make this video too long, so I don't want to ask you, man. You got some words of encouragement, man, to the young fathers, man, your peer group, man. You know, the younger guys, man, because there's a lot of teenage dads, a lot of guys in 20-somethings out there, man. You got any advice?
I want to start off by saying, man, we're all kings, man. Figure it out, bro. Know that. Know yourself. Don't get caught up in what the world has put out here, man. I have no problem coming home to my same woman every night. I love taking care of being with my children. The more time, the better. That's a love like no other. If you haven't had children, make sure it's what you want to do. And you got the things, the tools, man. Not just this, but the real tools, man, to raise another human being. Somebody who's going to be walking this earth and got to go out on their own in this world that we live in and make it. Don't just send no fool out here, man. Or somebody who's going to disturb somebody else's peace and have over a few dollars or something. You know what I'm saying? Just somebody looking at them too long. You know what I'm saying? It's like the person you're doing it with, make sure they're. I'm just gonna hire anybody, man, because she smile cute and tail big. Be with somebody who loves you, man, and who knows how to love. A lot of us are broken. Not that we can't be prepared, but we're broken. I don't know you can't be prepared if you don't realize that you're broke. Fix yourself, man. Be a king, bro. Be what you're born to be, man. Get out this TV, get out these streets. Do whatever you gotta do, man. Learn yourself and love your babies, man. Have children. They're beautiful. They're amazing. That's what we're here for. We won't exist if we don't have them. Have them, but do it right. Not perfect, but I learn every day, man. I love my children unconditionally, limitlessly. I put myself to the side, my pride and everything. If anybody want to get my pride and my patience out the window, it's them. I bow down to them, like, no doubt. They deserve it. They return the favor. Raise them right, man. Appreciate your women. You have a good woman at home, man. That's the other half, brother. Grass ain't always green. I don't want to see the grass on the other side. I'm good. I sit up on her all day, whatever. You go to jail, bro. 9 times 10, them partners that you with at the moment, they ain't gonna get shot. Like my granddad, they tell you, they don't even know jailhouse eat. They don't come like none of that, bro. It be that woman, you know. So you gotta go woman, man. Take care of her. I mean, so quick to go off and do this patience again, man. We messed up, man. We have bad days, and you know they do all this PMS like women are the only people that have that. No, man, we have them too. We have bad days. We don't want to be bothered. And it shows. And we take it out, bro, and we feel like we can be angry and macho, bro. Be gentle, man, with the people you love. These children always come here, man, they're the best thing to touch the earth. They can be the best person, anything. So on you. You never know how they're going to affect the world, man. And to know that you're a part of that, or just even, man, you watch them run around and you just think about what all they could be because you see the potential, man, and the love in their hearts, the happiness, man. And you can't replace that, bro. You know what I'm saying? I say it's valuable. Because them kids mean so much and they bring way more. Stop shutting them down. Hear them. Hear them out. Let them trust you, man, and believe in you so they can believe in themselves, man. Teach them to be independent and strong. Don't shut them up. Hear them. But teach them respect and disrespect. Because stuff like that started at home. These kids these days ain't playing, but they crazy. These kids go out with the wrong disrespect, the wrong person, and they won't make it home, bro. Too many stories like that, man. I raise your kids like it's cute. It's not. You know what I'm saying? It's real out here, bro. Love them, man. Take care of them. Stick by their side, man. Uplift your woman. And I say this be a king, raise young kings and queens, man, to walk out here in the world every day. You know, stay solid, man, be real. Be real to yourself when those around you, but cost $0 to be real. and it pay off in the long run, man. We all go through things. Don't hold your head down, bro. You're a king, man. I always think about tomorrow, man. Stop living for today. You know, everything will work out, bro. I wish everybody the best. You ain't got up 0-100, you know. 0-1 is better than the 0 you was at yesterday, bro. I always remember that. Slow motion better than no motion, man. Everybody exposed it, man.
I know that's right.
Rush to the finish line don't always work out, man. Take your time, bro. Learn life, man. Learn yourself, man. It'll work out, bro.
All right, Najee. Well, hey, this is Najee and Pops from Dallas, Texas, from D-Town, and keeping it raw, keeping it funky with you.
Hopefully, man, I like it, and so I feel I love to play, man. I don't do this every day, but
All right. It was fun.
Yeah, it was fun. Man, me and my pop, bro, we do this all day, man. I love it, man. I love you, Pops. I appreciate you. Everything, man, and listening. I appreciate you. I love you so much, baby.
Thank you.
Can't wait for the 9 to get man.
All right.
Yeah, man. I'm get out here and go enjoy my daughter, man. I ain't seen her in a while. Mama been stylish, so.
All right. Well, till next time. Peace.
Peace, man. Take care of yourself, baby.